Hey, hey, it's me, Edith Mary. Um, just waiting for some few people to show up. This is Wednesday, the 3rd of June, 2020. Our year is half over. And we know that in 2020 has been a complete bust for the most part this year. And we also realize that it's not over yet. There is more to come. There's more coronavirus scare. There's more, hey, Birdie. There's more of just about everything you can imagine coming. Because this is a year of things being revealed. Actually, Birdie, I feel like crap. uh, we have been, we had a client early this morning, so we were outside for a couple of hours in the sunshine, well, in the shade and sunshine. And then we decided to go down to the Riverwalk to go to lunch at the Rainforest Cafe. And we had to walk like 3, 4 blocks from the parking lot because I didn't want to get towed. And so we spent all that time, 10, 15 minute walk to the Rainforest Cafe, and then the 10 or 15 minute walk back. Thank you for sharing, Birdie. And so I actually feel like I am sunburned, and Della is nauseous. We don't know if it was the food or the heat that has gotten to both of us. With me, I know it's the food because all I had was a salad. Uh-huh. Little doggy teeth on my pen cap. Oh, it's okay, Birdie. It's just she's so nauseous she can barely stand up, and so she is laying down right now in the living room, and I'm sitting here carrying on the torch. Um, so anyway, like I was saying, with 2020, we know that this is a year of what is being hidden is being revealed, and as on a global level, on a personal level, on a community level. It's just things can't stay hidden anymore. Everything is coming to light, and so there is more upheaval to come. So, having said that, um, yeah, no doubt, Birdie. Um, Tonight, since I'm here by myself, we can. I know there's 4 people watching, but all I can see is Birdie. So if anybody wants to hear from a loved one on the other side, just please keep putting it in the comments until I get to you. Um, and then the last half I will continue to do tarot readings. Um, is there anybody here for Birdie? The woman in the yellow sweater is back. I know that doesn't make any sense, but she's still, I don't know that she ever left, but she didn't make herself known during the week. So, yeah, it was in the 90s here too, Birdie. And next week is supposed to be in the hundreds. So it's like, I won't be exiting the house at all once it gets to be like 95. Although I did today. Um, the lady in the yellow sweater is back. So something tells me, and it's that yellow Angora fuzzy sweater, and something tells me she is connected to you somehow, Birdie. Although she's not talking, she's just sort of hanging there. I'm still thinking it's somebody from high school who maybe passed a long time ago. Went like passed a long time ago, but that you were unaware of it. She was always, yeah, I know. Not always. Can we figure it out? Because it may have been what I'm feeling is that it was someone who was very aware of you because she admired you for some reason or another, but that she was more mousy. Although someone in a yellow sweater isn't generally mousy, but she would have been hanging back, not approaching you, wanting to be your friend, but um, not being able to step forward for some reason. Yeah, I was one of those kids for sure. um, is there? Do you have a name? If you can't, okay. If you can't talk to me and give me more information, you're gonna have to leave. Cause there's no point. Sorry, Bertie. She's still here, but she's just not talking. So I can't figure it out. Sorry. Sometimes spirit is like that. Is there anyone? Hey, Charlie. Is there anyone else, Bertie, that you would like to possibly hear from? And Charlie, is there anyone for you on the other side that you would like to talk with, or do you guys just want me to go straight to tarot readings, which I can certainly do? You know, there's a delay um, in between what you hear and you type and what I get a chance to read. But if there's anybody that you'd like to try and get a hold of on the other side, I will work. I will try that for you. Okay. So Charlie's on the list for readings. Oh, hey Casey. Is Dale available? Dale Adams, are you available for Birdie? Is Dale male or female, Birdie? Um, okay. So I'm not getting a whole lot mail. Okay. I'm not getting, and it could be because I'm not feeling all that great. Um, because we certainly opened the portal for everyone to come through it, and if Dale is available, they're not coming through. It's just that woman in the yellow sweater who I'm asking again to leave. Um, Let me work on that, Bertie. Casey, is there anybody here for Casey? Well, maybe he's showing up as the woman in the yellow sweater. I actually did think of that. Is there anyone here for Casey? Casey, I'm getting kind of like your grandma. I don't know why I'm getting a grandmother leaf kind of feel, um, which generally means they're watching, not like a peeping tom kind of watching, but they're seeing how you do day to day and are approving of what you do. That's kind of what I'm getting from that grandmotherly type figure. So whatever it is you're doing, Casey, keep it up. So, Dale, can we please come back to you? I'm sorry, Bertie, I am not getting a thing. You're welcome, Casey. If I get anything later, Bertie, I will let you know. Um, in the meantime, I think we're just going to mix it up since it's just like the four of you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start with the readings. Or at least that's all I can see that are watching is four. There may be 1,000 more and I just don't know it. So I am shuffling the cards and we are going to pull some cards for Charlie. Charlie, don't forget about your service to community. Your, yes, Bertie, I know it's okay, but I still feel bad about it. Charlie, back to Charlie. It's your service to community, because you do service anyway because of your job. But they're saying that you could probably, you're, okay, I'm sorry, Charlie. Hey, Christine. Uh, I'm, I'm getting, I'm getting, didn't we do this last week? You have the service to others and you have more money coming. And there is a big change coming in your life. And it's like almost like a graduation for you, spiritually speaking. And so I'm still, I think I mentioned to you about a better job. I think, I'm not sure. But I still feel there's definitely more money coming, more money and more happiness. And it's probably, oh, so if you are getting a new job or a better job, that also brings a lot of transformation. Well, yes, Charlie, it is not a coincidence. They're probably reinforcing the fact that keep your eyes open for opportunities and possibilities, because we easily miss those things because we get complacent. And it's not that your time is done wherever it is you are, but better opportunities exist. I hope that makes sense. Okay, this one is for Birdie. Birdie, we have the... Oh, wait a minute. You did ask. Let's see. Birdie, one of my daughter's friends, Tom McClone, passed Monday. He was 70. Let me get back to that, Birdie. So, but for Birdie, this is your reading. This is this Five of Swords, which is being careful who's at your back. Then we have the King of Wands, which is and then we have sorry, I'm not skipping. I'm trying to put the three cards together. We have the Tower, which is, the Tower is about change. Yes, Christine. The Tower is about sudden and intense change. And considering right in the middle of that is a King of Wands, which is inspiration and resources and passion and power and sort of a transformation, so to speak. So you got really kind of two transformation cards. Hi, Rick. You got two transformation cards that are right together. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we hear shortly that you have a love interest. But it's going to be one of those, really? You? I hope that makes sense. So this next one is for Casey. Casey, you have lots of reasons to celebrate, sweetie. These are like little small family kind of celebrations that mean a lot to, not necessarily, I think I have sunburn on my nose. Wouldn't be surprised, considering the day I had. There's lots of reasons to celebrate. Oh, mostly because you're in charge of your own life. I hope you realize that, Casey. You get to decide what it's going to be like. You get to decide where you're going to go, what you're going to do, and what you're going to create. And then there is the Page of Swords, which is about moving forward with lots of enthusiasm, but not so much that you fall flat on your face. So I hope that makes sense for you. Casey, go get it. Whatever it is you've been thinking about, Casey, go get it. Christine, this one is for you. If anybody else wants on the list, let me know. I'm trying to read the messages and do all this at the same time. And, oh, you can see my Sprite sitting in front of me. Sorry. I was holding on to it like it was a lifeline. Christine. This is the card of cooperation, of working with others, honing your skills. Hey, Sarah. The Page of Cups, which is about listening to spirit and making sure you understand the messages that you are receiving, making sure you understand everything about your situation. And then we have the Five of Cups, which is about grief and loss. But just remember, there's only 3 cups spilled. You still have 2 right here. So I think you know what that means, Christine. I would talk to legal aid. And let me get caught up on my list. Katina. Yeah, okay. Katina is next. If anybody wants a reading, you're going to have to say so at this point because I've lost track of who's on and who isn't. Okay, Jeanette, just hang in there. I've got you on my list. Annalisa, you're on the other list. Okay, Katina. We have balance, the two of coins. We have balance in all things. Then we have the eight of swords, which is about keeping yourself in prison. That's the self-imposed prison. You can easily just sort of turn around, but you don't. You don't use those swords to free yourself. You use those swords as a prison. But guess what, Katina? You can't stay there long because the death card isn't about anyone dying. It's about moving from one state of being to another, transformation, moving to a higher realm, moving to another state of thought, another something higher, like higher up on the spiral of learning. But you're in for a change. And considering what's come before it, it very well could be, like all of a sudden you know things. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to hold off on that list for a second and go back to somebody died. Sorry, I have to go. One of my daughter's friends died. Um, did he die on the road, like in a accident? Tom McClone. Did he die in a accident? Um, being 70 doesn't mean you're too old to. Let me write that down. Too old to ride, but I get the feeling it was an accident. It wasn't something he did on purpose. It wasn't something someone else did. It was just like, oops. Now he's in a whole nother place. Does that make sense? And it's okay because he's in a better place. He's like, yeah, it's okay here. I can live with this kind of thing. I hope that helps. Let's run back. So if you, okay. Okay, so Jeanette was asking about the concern about the grandson's mom. So I'm assuming that would be your daughter-in-law type person, Jeanette? Um, if you could clarify that for me, I would really. Oh, her name was she died a year ago. Amber Joyce. Um, well, she was suffering, I think, from some severe depression, and nobody noticed. Um, oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. I was responding to Brody. Um, so I'm not going to say that. I'm sorry. I have a dog sitting on my foot. Um, okay. Okay, I'm doing too many things at one time. So Amber Joyce suffered from some severe depression, and she was kind of like, "I want out of here" kind of thing. If that makes any sense. Um, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is that she was grateful to not be here anymore. Okay. And kind of the same with Tom. I'm thinking he's like he literally said, "Yeah, it's okay here." So he's good. Amber is still a little unsettled because she's still suffering the depression. Um, so she's not okay. She's on one hand she's glad it's over. On the other hand, she's like, I don't want to say she's happy. I don't want to say she's sad. She's regretful. I hope that helps, Jeanette. Okay, so this next reading is for Annalisa. You also have the two of, the two of coins, which is about balance, keeping all your balls in the air, balancing work and play, and yes, Jeanette. Um, and to which sometimes, Annalisa, that's hard to do, especially for you because you try to do everything all at once. But then there comes if you do everything all at once, you're going to be sick. And then not able to do anything. So make sure you keep your emotions in check. Make sure that you are shining as bright as possible, that you get as much rest as possible. Don't try and take on more than you can handle, Annalisa, because this is the key to just about everything in life, staying in balance, especially between getting rest and work. I hope that was helpful. Jeanette, you're next on the list. Sometimes the cards don't cooperate. If there's anyone else that wants a reading, let me know in the comment section. Please. Jeanette, you have a lot of victory and a lot of things to lay claim to as accomplishments. And you have many opportunities to pass that knowledge down to other people. And remembering to be fair and compassionate, remembering that to be objective about the people around you, remembering to be, I'm not, I can see the word, the concept of what, but I'm not sure. Okay, so it's almost like don't worry about who you tell what to. Do it with a good heart, Jeanette. Make sure that you are centered in yourself. You know who you are and what you want, where you're going. Don't forget to take other people with you. Don't worry about them. Worry only about yourself. If that makes any sense, I hope it does. I'm hearing she's doing good, which is probably a message from your guides that it seems like a lot, but you're never alone, Jeanette. Believe it or not, you are never alone. Your guides and angels are always there with you. And Kim, when you said sure, does that mean you wanted a reading? I put you down on the list. I'm reading. Yep. You're welcome, Jeanette. Hey, Maestro. Okay, Kim, this one is for you. Things are going really well. You are coming to the notice of some people. You're welcome, Christine, if that makes any sense. People are noticing you and what you're doing, but there is a trap in that people will probably try and use you. So don't let them use you, because you have your own path. This is the card of listening to our higher self, listening to our higher power, and getting our plan together and keeping it. Thank you, ladies. Getting the work in your plan, not rushing headlong into something. But remember, Kim, that this card, this is the one where people are trying to use you. Don't worry about it. The victory is yours if you want it. Now, I don't know about specifically what. Probably considering the 3 cards. Are you considering going back to work, Kim? Or are you back to work? Because I'm thinking that might be a good idea to help you fill up your time. And might be what that's related to is more work related. And you're welcome. Okie dokie. Is there anyone else who wants a reading or try and get in touch with someone on the other side? Oh, I'm sorry. But you do work around the house, so we know that. You got a husband and a kid, and at least one animal. Oh, the dog is gone. Hey, Mary Pat. So does anyone have any questions? I can answer those too, hopefully correctly. Not only spiritual, personal questions, as in you're on the list, Brenda. And so is Mary Pat. Christine asked if there was anybody. I don't know why I want to say, well, Kim, you were my best friend for how long did I live there? But not recently, because we haven't talked recently. But we will at this point now. Christine, I don't know why I want to say your mom is here. Um, I want. I don't know why your mom is here, other than she's okay. There's something about a fence, whether she is fencing herself in or she feels like you are fencing yourself in. She wants you to take a look at the boundaries and borders that you've set up for yourself. That was weird, even for me. Sorry. Okay, I will, Kim. I don't know, Christine, whether your mom is saying you don't have enough boundaries or you have too many boundaries. But she's saying, because I'm sometimes when I don't know if you guys noticed, but I sit here and I doodle, and sometimes the doodles are actually automatic writing or automatic doodling. And what comes out in for you, Christy, are fence posts. So something about fences and boundaries. So take a look at, do you have too many boundaries or do you not have enough? And no, Brenda Stephen has not been around. I have not encountered him in any way, shape, or form. So he's probably hanging around your house or hanging around the baby. Okay, so this reading is for Brenda. These particular cards are getting old and slightly chewed by the dog. And so I'm getting ready to kind of replace them. You're welcome, honey. For Brenda, we also have the coins, page of coins, about moving forward, but moving forward at a predetermined pace. In other words, don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Is you have the Emperor, you have, I'm going to say you have someone in your life that is cheering you on, watching you to see what you do. And then we have the King of Wands, which is I want to say get out of your house, not like your house is haunted. I mean, go back to work, go join a community theater, do something that gets you out of your daily routine. Because these are all kind of like outward cards, not inward. So they're thinking your guides are telling you you spend too much time inside and you spend too much time focused inward, and the issues and the problems get out and join the community in some way, shape, or form. I hope that helps. This next one is for Mary Pat. Mary Pat. Home is a nice place. I like being there too, but we can't stay there all the time because no one gets a chance to see us and we don't get a chance to interact. Mary Pat, you have the Seven of Swords, which is about picking and choosing what you want to keep, what you want to throw away, what you want to choosing which of your treasures are the most important to you, because the time of rest has come. You need to take care of yourself. You're not taking care of yourself, are you, Mary Pat? And then we have the the King of Swords, which is about assisting you through cutting through the stuff, getting rid of stuff, understanding that and you're welcome, Brenda, Understanding that you taking a break on your path, but only to a point, because you still have lots of transformation to go through. You still have those pretty blue skies to go through. You still have, there's a lot still in front of you, Mary Pat. So keep rested, keep pruning away. I hope that makes sense. Alrighty, is there anybody else? Della, are you lying down again? I don't know if she could hear me. I was supposed to show off her book today, and I don't know where they are. I don't know. I was already on to shuffling. King of Swords. You had the King of Swords, Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. You had all swords, Mary Pat. So it's time you cut the crap out in more ways than one. No, Christine, Della is not feeling well. We had a huge outing today and spent a good deal of time outdoors in the sunshine, even after we left our client this morning. And so I've gotten a little sunburn. I feel like I'm burned all over and I'm exhausted and probably lost a lot of electrolytes. Della, we ate at the Rainforest Cafe, so Della is not feeling well. Whether it was the greasy hamburger or too much sunshine, on our walk back and forth, because we had to park it was about 3 or 4 blocks both ways to back and forth to the parking lot, and neither one of us in the noonday sun did not feel good. So Mary Pat, I hope that helps. Yes, Mary Pat, the Four of Swords is about getting plenty of rest. I intend to. After I finish up here, I'm going to take a shower, get in my jammies, and go to bed. Or should I say back to bed, because I had a nap. The sun just takes so much out of me anymore. Thank you, Christine. I will let her know that you wish her well. And does anybody have anything else before I sign off? Because I don't even know what time it is. Hold on a second. Ooh, it's 8:15. Who knew? So for those of you who are watching, hopefully Sarah, her book is called My Life as Something of an Ordinary Woman. Her name on Amazon is Della Williamson. It's got a picture of a guy standing up looking at the stars, like a nighttime sky. Can I elaborate on Birdie's admirer? I'm hearing no, it needs to be a surprise. Keep your heart open, sweetie, is all I can say. Is that this has come up for you a couple of times, if I remember rightly, about an admirer or having a male friend who you didn't realize was more than, or wanted to be more than a friend. Oh, Sarah, you're more than welcome. And yes, I will tell Della. It was a very long day for us. Because, last we tried to go to the Tower of Americas, too, in the sunshine, both ways, back and forth. And they were closed. By the time we got down there, we realized we should have read the sign that said, not open till 4 p.m. So neither of us were ready for that one. It's like, let's trudge back to the car. So we were, thank you, very active today. And while we're both huffing back up the hill going, we need to do this more often. So And that was after we rested at the restaurant. So that's what happens when you get old and the knees get not so helpful anymore. So since no one has said anything, Bertie, especially about your admirer, it's just like don't turn your back on anybody, because it could be anybody. Someone you least expect. So make sure your heart stays open to everyone. And that's good advice for all of us. Now, our hearts need to stay open so that we are receptive and open to the love that is surrounding us. Especially now, we need to have more connection and more love in our lives, because we're without it right now. Really? Okay, cool. I'm glad they wanted the puppy, because I got that distinct impression that they were like, that's okay, you can keep it. So as long as we keep our hearts and our minds open, nothing will get past us. It's when we get those preconceived ideas in our heads that mess us up. So if we get out of our heads and stay in the heart space, we're all going to be just fine. So, having said all that, I appreciate all of you so very much. You make my day. You really do. I'm so glad that each one of you is here for me, to support me, and to support Della. And I will be calling you Kim and seeing you Charlie. Everybody else, you know where to reach us if you need us. And I just wanted to express my gratitude to all of you. It's because of you and for you that we do all this. Thank you, Bertie. I hope I do too. I know I will. I just need to get my body to replenish the fluids I lost, because by the time we got to the rainforest, I had looked like I had just stepped out of the shower. That's how hot and humid it was today. And so thank you, guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and we will talk at you later next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.